Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, Sean Locke, John Richardson, Miles Jupp, Rose Matafeo, Vic Reeves, Susie Dent, Rachel Riley, and your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, a show all about letters, numbers and conundrums. It's the late night numbers quiz for people that like to slip in a few digits before bedtime. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up, it's Sean Locke. Sean is 55 years old, or as he likes to call it, 3 shillings and sixpence. And joining Sean tonight, we've got Miles Jupp. Miles went to an all-boys boarding school, I assume. Up against him this evening is John Richardson. John Richardson, he's duller than the pain I feel in my left testicle. And John's teammate, it's Rose Matafeo. When Rose won the Edinburgh Comedy Award, the New Zealand Prime Minister sent her a congratulatory tweet. That's the New Zealand Prime Minister for you. Busy, busy, busy. Rose, it's your first time on the show. Are you good at the numbers? Are you good at the maths?
When I was younger, I had a real good sense of maths and English, and then the internet was invented, and then I kind of got a bit distracted. So I have no skills when it comes to adding or words. No.
I think you're going to fit right in. Are you happy to be on a team with John?
I am so happy to be on a team with John. I am over the moon. He is a loving father, a good husband, and he regularly donates to charity. Was that what you wanted me to say? That was good.
I think it sort of came across a bit like I was your dad.
I shouldn't have opened with loving father.
John, what would people be surprised to hear about you, John?
I imagine they'd be surprised to hear I've got a tattoo. I haven't, but it'd be a hell of a surprise, wouldn't it? Imagine that. I'm wearing odd socks. I'm not, but again, imagine the gasps. I'm respected by my peers. I'm not, but imagine if I said it. I don't want to surprise people. Come and see John Richardson. You want a tedious man in a cardigan to whinge until you leave and feel better about the life you left behind when you came in.
Sean, you're a collector of things. You collect anything?
Where have you heard this from?
There are rumours that you collect things.
Have you been in my house? No, I used to collect stuff, but I'm actually the opposite now. I'm what you'd call I think people call it uncluttering. The council call it fly tipping. Getting rid of stuff. Right. To a point where that becomes an obsession as well. Got rid of all the tables, the chairs and tables in our house. We, as a family, eat at 5 lecterns. But obviously the sloped surface means there's no soup or stew. Peas, even sprouts are tricky. Custard, no. Mostly we just stand at lecterns eating bananas. But, yeah, I used to collect stuff like crazy. I used to collect, those life-saving rings, from public spaces. Where you see a pond, or a harbour, because they had the name of the place.
Right. Nice. A keepsake.
If they don't want them to be stolen, they shouldn't make them so easy to take off. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Miles, you and Sean have been on a winning streak recently. What makes you such a good team?
Well, what does make us a good team?
We've got chemistry, I think.
Oh, absolutely sizzling. Yeah, we're like two snuggled up fajitas. But I suppose, yeah, just really, it's probably down. I don't want to be old, but sort of similar backgrounds, similar interests.
Yeah.
And we've got the same hobbies, haven't we? We're both like drinking and fighting.
It's like seeing a mirror talk to itself.
What about mascots? John, have you got a mascot?
I've noticed over recent time period a rise in the sort of sale of these sort of things. I get given a lot of them, sort of witty messages written on bits of wood that are supposed to make you feel better about life. And what really annoys me about them, they sort of hint at quite bleak comedy. That when you analyse them, the basic message is that men go into sheds and masturbate quietly on their own. And women just clock watch until they can drink enough gin to escape their miserable lives. So I thought, in these troubled times, why not get in on that market? And my messages are slightly pithier, they're slightly more to the point, and they're all written in an ecological angle on things that I've found washed up on my local beach at Blackpool. Some of them aren't finished yet, so this is one I'm still working on. It says, people who only regret the things they didn't do have never called their partner this one is...
Are you having one of those weeks, are you?
more and more, would you believe?
Best to keep it private, it's my advice, mate.
This is a number of things I've gathered from the beach, and this is both an ecological message and it's a message about trying to find love in our times, and it's entirely made from condoms that have washed up. I've written it, spells out in the condoms. You can see that. There are actually fewer fish in the sea than you think. And that's both a message about the fleeting nature of love, which is why I've used the condoms as the medium for this piece. And, of course, because the condoms are choking the wildlife of our seas. So it's both a literal message about the fact that if you're going to use a condom, and you absolutely should, just... And I don't really know what you do with them.
Swallow them.
Swallow them.
Swallow them, straight away afterwards.
Like a chewy oyster. It's incredible the things you find on the beach, and I can't believe the things people throw away. So this is my biggest piece, and this is a sort of wider message about the time we live in. This is called Time, and this is something I found on Blackpool Beach last week. Just nobody claimed it. I watched for about an hour. Nobody came, and I think it hasn't moved, so I assume it's for sale. So 50 quid or something for that, if anyone's interested.
So what does it say on it?
It says, "We are all." That's the
We are
gentleman.
all. It's quite beautiful.
Oh, he's alive. I thought you were...
Rose, you got a mascot?
Yeah, well, it's my first time on the show. I feel nervous, so I wanted to relax. I'm a massive crocheter, so I brought my crochet in today, and I'm hoping to finish a blanket by the end of the show. Can you crochet, Jimmy? Can you?
No.
I can do it with my eyes closed now. Do you want me to try?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. One crocheter in the crowd can verify if this is actually crochet. So I'm doing a chain here, another chain, and then we're going in here, into this hole, around, then we're doing a double crochet through these, and then through here. Did I do that? Yeah, perfect, yeah. So I'm going to be working on that.
That is some nice crocheting you got there.
Quite good, I love crochet because it means that I don't have to make direct eye contact with people.
Miles, have you got a mascot?
I do actually, yeah. It is related to this this bell here. Something that I've become involved in recently. It's essentially a sort of charity. It's about giving less advantaged people opportunities. And what I do is I ring this bell, and then this happens. See what this is? This is Ian here, and Ian's got a trolley, you see, because what am I training you up to be, Ian?
A beef waiter. Serve Mr. Jupp his beef.
That's right, just across there. Perfect. It's a good system, isn't it, Ian? It's good.
Yeah, I'm learning a valuable skill.
He's learning a very valuable skill. And it benefits both of us, I would say, because Ian He's not long out of prison. He was in prison. It was something to do with a donkey.
Don.
He stole it, or he mistreated it, or he wrote it where he shouldn't have done. And plates, always the plates. Remember. I'm going to need knives and forks. So that's right. Perhaps just thank you.
Is that enough?
That is 2 more pieces. I'll bring just gently. Well, that is quite a big. Did you? Christ, Ian.
I'll give you a little one.
Just a little one. There we go.
For garnish.
It's really just. Thank you very much indeed, Ian. That's a good start to the evening, I think. Excellent. Well, Jimmy, you may continue.
Are you going to eat all of that?
Yeah.
Well,
Is it nice beef?
I'm going to give us excellent beef. Yeah.
When do you next plan on having a shit?
Not while he's eating his beef.
You know, this might be the only thing you've seen me eat today, and you think the first mouthful goes to, oh, how long does it take to have a shit? I mean, what? You've got quite an efficient system.
Oh, sometimes I've shat before I've even eaten it. Sometimes I have one in the morning and I think, well, I haven't eaten anything, so that must be the Weetabix I'm about to have.
OK, Sean, have you got a mascot?
Well, you know, these days, there's a lot of vouchers, and I think that it's a huge market, and I'm going to move into it. So I've come up with a system of vouchers for different things. For example, this one is a voucher from Dignitas, and it's, you buy one, you get one free. And if you take part in their loyalty scheme, you can get the whole family done at a very reasonable price.
What a lovely thought.
Yeah. What pet owner wouldn't be delighted to open an envelope and find that they had a voucher for a free worming for a small dog or a large cat? I've got quite a few of these vouchers, Jimmy. Here's one. This is meat, Kid Creole and the coconut. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've got quite a lot of these. It was Kid Creole's idea. He got in touch with me. I think he's just lonely and he wants to meet people.
Where are they redeemable, those ones?
Oh, you just have to...
Most shops, most high street
Well, no,
shops?
there's loads of information that comes with the voucher.
Oh, OK.
So how to contact Kid Creole, I mean...
Seem to say anything on the back.
Hey? This may come as a bit of a shock to you, but I'm doing jokes. OK, this one allows you to pull the emergency cord on a train. Everybody wants to do that at once in their life.
Obviously, no one should try doing that unless you have a voucher.
Yeah. I'd love to get that. So, oh, I can just go... And then just go... Or the red-faced people come towards you during the rush hour. And they go... Oh. This one, this is a good one. This allows you to shoplift up to the value of £100. You get caught, you just go... And, of course, you don't need to use it till you get caught. Park in the middle of Stonehenge. Be a dentist for a day. Well, I can do the whole show if you want. And this one, up to 10 minutes before it starts, you can cancel a school nativity play. They're all about to go, they've got their wings on, and you just hold that up to the teacher, and the whole thing's off. You can masturbate in front of a junior member of staff. Give that to Jimmy. It expired in 1975.
Sean's vouchers, everyone. A lot of fun. OK, over in Dictionary Corner, it's Vic Reeves. Vic, I've got a question for you. What's the first thing you do in the mornings?
Wake up, open the window, climb in, put my clothes on, have a shower. I'm not stupid, I have an umbrella.
OK. And with Vic is, of course, Susie Dent. Susie recently went on an 8-day theatre tour. I bought a ticket and it was the best seat in the house. My house. I did not go. Have there been any mishaps on regular Countdown recently, Susie?
Yes, we have mishaps all the time, particularly during my Origins of Words bit, the bit you love.
That bit?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I always fast forward, but...
I was talking about the earliest dictionaries, which were dictionaries of criminal slang, so underground slang. And I was talking about this, this magistrate in the 16th century who just loved collecting all these kind of grim and grimy words. And apparently he would stand at his door and ask these passing people to give them his words. And he shouted, either I'll throw you in prison or you give me your cant. And cant is a word for criminal slang. Only it came out wrong. Very wrong.
And in charge of the numbers, it's Rachel Riley. Rachel recently released her own fragrance and became a vegan, but not in that order. Have any unusual words come up on regular Countdown recently?
One contestant offered shagger, the next one offered shagged, and the only thing that Susie could add to the collection was doggers.
OK, well, tonight the prize the teams we're competing for is this, the Countdown Wheel of Cheese. OK, let's count down, everyone. Time for the first game. Sean and Miles, you get the first pick of the letters.
OK, consonant.
Cheers, Miles.
H.
Sorry. Another consonant.
R.
Vowel, please.
A.
Consonant.
T.
Another vowel, please.
I.
Yeah, vowel. Ooh.
Another vowel.
O.
Another consonant.
F.
Another vowel.
A.
Consonant?
Yeah, whatever, consonant.
Last one, S.
OK, and for the first time today, here's the countdown clock. That's not what we rehearsed. How many?
5 for me.
You, Sean, how many?
6, Jimmy.
Rose?
6.
John?
5.
It's disappointing.
I think it's the beef. I got roast. I got roast, and
you
then
got
I
roast?
couldn't get any further.
Oh, you better go and...
Do you want me to? OK.
Right, OK, so roast. What was your 5, Miles?
Trash.
Trash.
What did you look at me for when you said that?
I didn't know. Sean?
Ratios.
Good for Sean, isn't it? And Rose?
Firths. Firths.
Firths? Should you use that in a sentence?
Oh, those firths are hot. It's a word, right?
Yeah.
Susie, is that...
Yeah.
Oh.
Estuaries.
Yeah,
Like Colin.
as Rose said, estuaries. Well, 6 points to both teams. Vic, could they have done any better?
Yes, they could.
Oh.
And both to do with fish. Oarfish and ratfish. The oarfish which is it's got an oar on its back. It actually has got a wooden oar on its back. And a ratfish, which is in fact a rat and a fish combined. They could have had 7 points.
OK, on to our first numbers round. John, Rose, your turn to pick the numbers.
Okie doke.
What do you think?
A biggie
Yeah.
and a smallie.
Yeah.
Another biggie.
Yeah.
What else do we get?
I'd stick with smallies from here on in.
Smallie.
Smallie.
Well, that is very much your motto, isn't it, John?
Right. They are 6, 7, 7, 10, 50 and 25. And the target, 931.
OK, and your 30 seconds starts now. OK, so the target was 931. John, did you get it?
I think I got 932.
Well, you did not then. Very disappointing. Rose, did you get it?
Nowhere near.
Sean, did you get it?
935.
Very disappointing. Miles?
I got a third of the way there.
A third of the way.
I got 9.
How did you do that?
Well, I...
I don't think you did. John, how did you get 932?
Well, I'm not sure I did, but let's see. 6 sevens
6 7's 42.
minus 50 divided by 10
50 divided by 10 for 5.
times by 25
925.
and add 7.
And the other 7, yeah, one away. Well done.
Very good.
7 points to John. Can you be done?
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I found 3 ways.
Go ahead, John, how's it?
You could have said 25 minus 6 is 19.
Right.
7 times 7 is 49, and times them together.
Easier than I thought.
Did you do that on the 19 times table or the 49 times
it's
table?
7 times 133, so 7 times 7 times 19.
That's just saying other numbers.
So, Sean and Miles have 6, John and Rose have 13. And here is your teaser. The words are lick bong, and the clue is stop that right now. That's lick bong, stop that right now. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were lick bong. The clue was stop that right now. It was, of course, blocking. So John and Rose are in the lead. They've been playing in teams so far, but this game is just for Sean and Rose. So, Rose, your turn to choose.
All right. May I please have a consonant?
Thank you, Rose. P,
I'm going to go with 2 vowels.
I, and E. Nice.
Ooh! And I'll stop there. I can have 2 more consonants.
V and S.
What should I do? Another consonant? Yeah.
G,
Vowel.
U,
Consonant.
C,
What about what should I do? Another
vowel.
No. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Consonant.
T.
Yeah.
OK, and your 30 seconds starts now. I've made cocktails.
Lovely.
Also, if anyone wants some.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, sorry, John, I made one for you as well. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Sean, I made you one with bacon in it. Nice? That's just mouthwash and vodka. Yeah.
That's real, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're not messing about.
I take it very seriously.
It's nice.
Rose, how many?
Oh, 5.
5?
I know, really bad. Terrible.
OK.
It's disappointing when you think something's going to be big and then it's small, isn't it, Jimmy?
Do you want another drink?
Yes, please.
OK.
Well, let's see how long we can make this game last.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
How many, Sean?
5.
OK. Sean, what's your 5?
Guest.
Guest. OK, Rose?
I'm going to go with spite.
Go with spite.
Spite? Yeah.
5 points to both teams. Very good, Rose. Pretty good. Vic, could they have done any better?
7. I've got 7.
Yeah.
Susie, you've got 6.
Yeah.
I got pie gust, which is, you know, after you've had a good pie. I'm not sure that's a word.
Oh, definitely is.
It's more of a feeling. Susie's got septic or cuties.
OK, so Sean and Miles have 11, John and Rose have 18. Right. Now time for Miles and John to go head-to-head. Miles, your turn to pick the numbers.
OK, right, I'll just... If you don't mind me doing that first, I'll have one big one, please.
OK, we should just carry on.
Yeah, say maybe 4 small ones.
Yeah.
Have they been looking after you in the room?
They've ignored me entirely.
Excellent. OK, 1 big one, 4 small ones and 1 big one. Yeah,
Right.
That's absolutely fine. Just
On it.
It's condiment time, Ian.
Right, we've got English mustard, horseradish, ketchup.
Ketchup with beef?
No, sorry, never ketchup. French mustard, reggae.
I'll have reggae.
Reggae. Will you please consider having a salad?
No,
you really must have some roughage.
I'm absolutely fine, Ian.
People are quite worried.
Right, what, like the doctor?
No, your plumber. He called me in tears the other day.
Thank you, Ian.
I'll be in the room.
Thank you. You can eat some beef, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just because I need a bit of, like, brain food.
OK. Well, you've had the 9 there.
Yeah.
So, now we have a 10.
Oh,
and a 2,
reggae.
and a 75, and a 25. And the target 652.
OK, and your time starts now. So the target was 652. Miles, did you get it?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh. John, did you get it?
No, I got 651.
OK, well, Miles, how did you do it?
Well, you get 9 times 75,
675.
and then you minus the 25,
Oh, lovely.
650.
and you add the 2.
The beef has worked.
Yes.
OK, time to go across victory corner. Vic, what have you got for us?
Well, thank you, Jimmy. I'd like to present a short excerpt from one of the lectures I do at the Royal Historical Society, giving information about our realm and its history. And I've done some drawings here. I'd like to present it in the realm of song, and it's about our monarch, Henry VIII. So, music, please. I'd like to tell you a story tonight. Henry VIII was capable of flight. One night after sex, he grew some wings and flew around his boudoir, pissing on things. There he goes, flying low, flying slow, and smoking a pipe. Run for your life. flight. Henry VIII was capable of flight.
Vic Reeves, everyone. OK, the scores at the moment, John and Rose are on 18, Sean and Miles have 21. And here is your teaser. The words are ace holes. The clue is put a bow in it. That's ace holes, put a bow in it. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were ace holes. The clue was put a bow in it. It was, of course, shoelace. OK, another letters game coming up. And to ramp up the tension, this time, it's the tension round. In this game, we're playing for double points. It's the tension round. Miles, are you feeling the pressure?
Oh, yes. I tell you what, his bloody colon's feeling the pressure.
Sean, Miles, you get to pick the letters on the tension round. If you could look slightly more tense, Miles, and not be giggly.
Yeah, sorry.
OK, now pick some letters.
OK. Consonant, 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 consonant.
M, J, R, B.
Vowel, 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 vowel.
I, E, A, I.
What
Have you done?
Would you want a consonant or a vowel next, Sean?
Well, I think you'd better go with the consonants.
Well, vowel, please. It's not a consonant.
Consonant. D.
OK, for double points in the tension round, your time starts now.
Horrible.
That shifted some beef.
It's tense, wasn't it?
It's not so much tense as till right at the end when a fucking bomb goes off.
John, how many letters?
5.
Rose, how many?
5.
Sean?
5.
Miles? How many?
I got 5. I got 4 different 5s, actually. I also got confetti in my reggae sauce. Common enough complaint.
What are you drinking there, out of interest?
Whatever you gave me.
What's that, canal water?
I assume it's safe. I mean, I'm guessing the beef's safe to eat as well.
Miles, what were your 5s?
Braid, bread, bream, beard.
Yeah.
OK. Sean?
Yeah, that's what he had.
What he had? OK, Rose?
Yep, same.
OK. John?
Bread.
OK, Vic, Susie, could they have done any better?
Bardi, which is an Australian colloquialism.
What? Well, I'm
Do
not...
you know what a bardi is?
No, what is a bardi?
It's edible insect larva.
Oh.
OK, well, it's you got 5s, but it's double points because it was the tension round, so 10 points to both teams. Right, on to another numbers round. OK, John and Rose, you're to pick the numbers.
Okay. Let's be honest, no matter what I pick, I will do nothing with them. So it's up to you.
I mean, how much do you want that cheese? It's what you got to ask yourself.
Well, I noticed there was a bottle of red wine next to it, and that has ramped up the tension somewhat.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I'm still trembling from that going off. So this will be a good test of how good at numbers a dog on bonfire night will be. What I really want to do now is get in the airing
Let's
cupboards.
do that test.
6 small is the
Six small.
exciting
Wow,
thing
he's
to
going
do.
for it. This is
Okay.
more
6
tense
more.
than the tension
You're
round.
looking at home,
Rico.
they've ruined this
Fuck
bit.
off, John.
We've got 10,
9,
6 small.
6, 8, 6,
and 1. 808.
And your time starts now. So the target was 808. Sean, did you get it?
No, I got 806.
OK, Miles, did you get it?
No. 750 something.
John, did you get it?
I think so. I've either got it or I've got 80-something and I'm about to make an absolute tit of myself.
Oh, that'd be fun either way. Rose, did you get it?
I got 806.
806. OK, so John, how'd you do?
10 times 9 is 90.
10 9s are 90.
He's only bloody right.
6 plus 6 minus 1 is 11.
Yep.
Add them together,
101.
times by 8.
Good gamble, John.
Time goes to John. Time to go once again to Dictionary Corner. Vic, what have you got for us?
Dude, sorry, what was I wasn't listening, Jimmy. What did he say?
Time to go across to Dictionary Corner. Vic, what have you got for us?
Sorry, Jimmy, I wasn't listening. What did he say?
Time to go once again to Dictionary Corner. Vic, what have you got for us?
Well, it's interesting you should say that, Jimmy, because I've recently been over to Switzerland to try and learn that wonderful language. So I went off to do that, and I also, at the same time, won a prize, one of those vocoders. And I thought to myself, why not combine those two things? So my learning of the Swiss language with a vocoder, and I'm going to present that to you tonight. Here we go. I went across to Switzerland where all the yodelers be to try and learn to yodel with my yodel-a-hooty. I climbed a big high mountain on a clear and sunny day and met a yodeling girl up in a little Swiss chalet, and she taught me to yodel. She taught me to yodel. I could go on if you want.
Yeah, more.
She strapped me to a bed in a Swiss laboratory and then proceeded to give me a tracheotomy. She first removed my larynx and my vocal cords too and replaced them with some scientific coils and some tubes, and she taught me to yodel.
Everyone. OK, so Sean and Miles have 31, John and Rose have 38, and here is your final teaser. The words are cock beam, and the clue is nice to see you again. That's cock beam, nice to see you again. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were cockbeam. The clue was nice to see you again. It was, of course, comeback. OK, time for our final letters game. John and Rose, your time to choose. It's neck and neck. Anyone could win this.
Right. OK.
Rose, how's the blanket going, by the way?
Oh,
how's the
good.
crochet?
Here we go.
Nice.
Quite nice, isn't it?
It is genuinely quite pretty. Oh, that's...
Who needs true love when you have crochet? So, can I please have 2 vowels?
E and A.
Consonant.
S.
Ooh. Let's have another consonant.
M.
Ooh. Okay. Let's have another consonant.
R.
A vowel, please.
A vowel.
E.
What else? What do we else?
Another consonant.
A consonant.
P.
And another vowel.
Vowel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
O.
And a consonant.
Consonant.
Now, sure. We're
And
so on the same
D.
page.
OK, and your 30 seconds starts now. Put too much in, it popped. Don't try that at home, kids. Also, you know, check your mum's bedside drawer. See what's in there. Rose, how many?
I've got 2 6s.
2 6s. John, how many?
I've got 2 7s.
Ooh. Sean, how many?
7.
Miles?
7.
OK, let's hear one of your 6s.
Spared and mopeds.
Speared is a 7. Spared or speared?
Spared.
So
That was my accent. Spared.
Say speared, spared.
Spared. Spared.
Oh, I mean, it's literally...
It's literally the same. Spared.
We found a hole in the matrix.
Beard.
Speared, spared. You're 7, John?
Speared.
Sean?
Smeared.
Miles?
Also smeared.
Also smeared. OK.
Use it in a sentence.
Smeared? What was that you smeared all over the sofa? That would be an example of usage. What was that you smeared all over the bathroom?
Try to do it in a positive way, though. That sounds like a reprimand.
I love the way you've had that smeared.
Yes.
Oh, you smeared that? It's lovely.
Susie, Vic, could they have done any better?
I've got moped arse, which is the back end of a moped. I'm not sure that one is going to slip by, is it?
Might be 2 words.
But we've got smeared and reposed.
Yes.
Very good. 7 points for both teams. OK, so Sean and Miles have 38, John and Rose have 45. Fingers on buzzers, it's time for today's crucial countdown conundrum. Fingers on buzzers. It's all to play for. OK, you ready?
I smeared my screen. I can't see the frigging conundrum. Ah, it's all beef as well. It doesn't come off with confetti. Never clean beef grease with confetti. That's what David Beckham's Sanskrit tattoos say.
OK, it's a crucial countdown conundrum. It's all to play for. There's a wheel of cheese in this, people. Fingers on buzzers. Your time starts now. Sean.
Oh, it's quite a sec, man. Rude to talk to your mouth for, isn't it?
You finish what you got?
Is it, a word beginning with the letter... T?
I'll give you another 30 seconds. John.
In Rose's words, is it fractured?
Let's have a look and see it's fractured. Bloody is. They've only gone and bloody done it. So the final scores are Sean and Miles have 38. John and Rose are the winners with 55. So congratulations, Sean and Rose. You're the proud owners of this, the Countdown Wheel of Cheese. Thanks to all our panelists, our wonderful studio audience, and all of you watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.
Cat's back same time next week. So our summer of comedy continues to ooze well. Fantastic comedy. Roisin Conaty's Game Face back Wednesday at 10. And he got it next. Lee Mack, Pixie Lott, Riz Ahmed and Mel B. All with Mo Gilligan.